It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Magic Rock Brewing Company, and this is a can of their Fell Over Summit. Now this is a mountain IPA coming in at 6.5% ABV. It's in a 440 milliliter can. And I think it's safe to say, I think if you drink Magic Rock beer, or if you've drunk Magic Rock beer over the last 6, 7, 8 years, you will know that Magic Rock were once a great brewing company. They were absolutely fantastic. But they've gone through a little bit of a rough patch over the last few years. I think maybe the last 2 beers I've had from Magic Rock, they've really not been great. But as a craft beer enthusiast, as somebody who loves craft beer, and as somebody who tasted Magic Rock beers when they were once fantastic, I've got my fingers crossed for this one. I really have. I hope it's good. 440 milliliter can. I picked it up in ASDA. It was £3, or it was on a 4 for 3 deal, which makes it £2.20 a can. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Get that last little bit, if there is any sediment in the bottom of the can, let's get that last inch of sediment out of the bottom of the can. And I think that's a very fair introduction. It's a very fair assessment of Magic Rock, where they've been, hopefully where they're going. Hopefully they can turn things around. We'll talk about the history of Magic Rock in a moment, but of course I want to concentrate on the beer first and foremost. We've got a 2-finger white head. Slow moving carbonation, but to be honest with you, not much carbonation at all in the beer. It's amber in colour. And it's nice and hazy. Right, head retention is good. Let's get the aroma. Just a little level of frustration, and it will always be frustration because this company was once a great brewery. It's just got the aroma of being a little bit syrupy, a little bit overly sweet. Hop concentrates, hop oils, rather than kind of pellet hops used in the beer. It's the aroma of something that is not quite right. Hopefully it tastes better than it smells. Let's get in. Cheers, everybody. It does, surprisingly, quite surprisingly, it does taste better than it smells. Oh, thank goodness for that. It's very sweet. It's a very, very sweet beer. but at the same time, it's got some really nice tropical notes coming through. There's a level of dryness there. It's spicy, it's peppery. There's a warming sensation as the beer slides down the throat into the pit of the stomach. There's bits of orange peel, grapefruit. There's a little bit of bitterness on the back end. It's very sweet. It's leaning more to being very, very sweet than bitter. So if it was a hang glider, it would be kind of like flying through the sky on this angle, if you like. So it is more sweet than bitter. But at least there's some balance there. At least there's a little bit of balance there. If you're a bottle shop style craft beer buyer and you bought, here's the rain again, if you bought bottle shop Magic Rock in the past, or if you're a Verdant beer buyer or Cloudwater, and you know how good some of these mountain IPAs, some of these New England IPAs can be, then this is probably not going to be for you. This is probably not going to be for you. This is definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, aimed at the supermarket crowd. But saying that, if you bought this on a 4 for 3 deal, you're getting a 6.5% ABV, okay-ish IPA for £2.20 a can on the deal. And I think value for money wise, that isn't too bad at all. But it's not gonna ever kind of threaten the likes of Verdant or Cloudwater. That Magic Rock, well, probably the likes of Verdant, the likes of Polly's Brew Co, Beak Brewery, they probably, when they started, looked up to Magic Rock. Magic Rock were a fantastic brewing company. So what happened? What happened? How come they've become so kind of just average, if you like? Well, they got bought out by the company that owned Lion Lager. And 4 Pure Brewing Company did too. And they just never wanted to produce the top quality beer that Magic Rock was producing at the time. So Lion Lager, they held on to Magic Rock for probably 3 or 4 years, couldn't do anything with the business, couldn't make a profit. They couldn't make a profit with 4 Pure Brewing Company, so they sold them off. So there's an independent company now owning Magic Rock Brewing Company, but they haven't returned the brewery to its original roots. They haven't returned the brewery to pre-Lion Lager, Lion Stout kind of, when they were producing fantastic beer. And I think they need a hard reset. I think if this company really wants to kind of do something with itself, it's not probably selling average beer in ASDA. Although the problem is now they've probably tarnished their name a little bit. What I would do if I was Magic Rock, if I was in charge of Magic Rock, I would put out a massive statement on the internet, on their website, maybe even an old-fashioned news article, apologising for how bad their beers were being produced under Lion, the company Lion, and how they're now independent again and they want to brew great beer again. That's what I would do. And then clean slate, brew some fantastic beer again, and hopefully everybody's happy. I cannot see a future where Magic Rock, because let's be fair, they're a business, they want to turn a profit, don't they? I can't see a future in them producing beers like this. I can't see enough people interested in supermarket craft beer to be able to return to profitability, if you like. And I think the beer, it's bang average. It's bang average. The aroma's not great. It tastes like a £3 can of craft beer from the supermarket. And the trouble is, for Magic Rock, there's 30 companies doing this, producing supermarket craft beer, and you just become like part of the same mould. How many beers do you taste like this from the supermarket that taste relatively the same, whether it be from Vocation, Magic Rock? They all seem to taste the same. They all seem to share the same blooming recipes. That kind of slightly musty, half-hearted IPA brewed beer. Let's rate it. Would I buy it again? It's way too sweet for me. Way too sweet for me. So I won't buy this again. If you're a fan of sweet IPA, you're seeing the ABV at 6.5% and you're thinking, ooh, well, you know, that's not too bad for a 4 for 3 deal, then by all means, buy it, enjoy it. I'm just giving you my own personal opinion. But for me, it's not for me. I'd rather drink a good quality German lager. So for me, this is a bang average 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.